and make it official.
Present was going to be him winning.
Yes.
He fucking did it.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to all the kids at home. You can achieve anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Paul Calderon, scores the bout 77-74. Judges Dennis O'Connell and Chris Wilson both scored the bout 78-73. All three in favor of the winner. And still undefeated, the problem child, Jake Paul!
Download better.
Harder win
Download
for
better.
Jake Paul, to be sure. And props to Anderson Silva.
Thank you for the opportunity. Come on, man. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Nobody can talk about you. Trust me.
Yeah.
Nobody can talk about you.
This is the respect that you always see in those
Oh, I
fighters.
love that, yeah.
I love it.
Sometimes we don't see that, Barry, but this is the way it really should be.
You got a partnership now. You got a partnership now. Partner up.
So Jake Paul, the promoter, does pretty well, and another full house. And Jake Paul, the fighter, does maybe even better with a unanimous decision victory in what was certainly his toughest fight to date. We're going to see more of this guy. I mean, I thought that fight between two guys who had one had 5 fights and one had 4 fights, that was a much higher caliber fight than you would expect from guys with that
Oh,
record.
absolutely. And it also showed that Jake has improved and learned more in the gym. First of all, his conditioning. That shows you that he's really been putting in that work.
For sure.
And, you know, I saw that he does feel a lot more comfortable in the ring.
All right, here's Ariel.
One of the greatest MMA fighters of all time, fair and square. It was very clear. Can you possibly put into words what is going through your mind right now?
Man, it's a surreal moment. Hard work pays off. And I first and foremost want to say thank you to Anderson. He was my idol growing up. He inspired me to be great. He was the first celebrity I ever met. Without him, we wouldn't have had a fight this year. He's a tough mofo, like for real, a legend. I have nothing but respect for him. And this just goes to show that anyone watching at home, kids, even if you're 40, 45 years old, chase your dreams. It's never too late. I started boxing 2.5 years ago as a pro and just beat one of the greatest ever because I'm obsessed with this. I go so hard every single day. Nothing can get in my way, no distractions. And if you're watching at home, it doesn't matter if you have talent, it doesn't matter if you have anything. You just gotta work your ass off and you can accomplish your dreams, and this should just go to prove that. Because I met this kid when I was 13 years old, so if you're 13 years old watching this, go fucking get it. And don't let anyone tell you you can't do something.
We're going to look at the knockdown right now in the final round. An incredible scene. We don't often see Anderson in this spot. What did you see here? How did you make this happen?
We were just fighting in the clinch, and he got caught on the way out. He took so many hard shots throughout the whole fight. Like, dude's a real dog, because you see what happens to everyone else that gets hit with that shit. So, man, he's the toughest guy in the world, I swear to God, but I just wanted it more. I'm a real dog, and I left it all in the ring.
What will they say now, Jake? What are they going to say now? They said you weren't going to take this fight. They said you couldn't go the distance with him. What are they going to say now about you?
They're going to find something to say. For the real boxer, bitch, I tried. Hey, if I were walking on water, people would say that I can't swim. So there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be critics. And that just is there. It's everyday part of life if you're doing something and being successful. So I don't worry about that shit. And this is just the start, baby. I want Nate Diaz, who's a bitch. He tried to come into my locker room. He tried to cause some shit. And then he always leaves the fucking arena. So Nate Diaz, stop being a bitch and fight me. And Canelo, you too. You too, Canelo. You guys said, oh, you can't beat someone, you can't beat a striker, you can't beat a legend like Anderson Silva. I just did it. So why can't I beat Canelo? Fuck y'all.
So if it was up to you, who would be next? Would it be Nathan Diaz, soon to be free agent?
Anyone, anytime, any place. Anyone, anytime, any place.
I heard that one before. Let's bring in Anderson Silva, and perhaps you'll help your brother out next week as well. We'll see about that.
Yeah, look, and it's time to create the United Fighters Association. We had a bet. If I won, it's time for us to partner to help fighter pay and long-term health care. And we're going to be a force to be fucking reckoned with. I'm so excited for that.
Yes, that was part of the bet. That was the stipulation. Anderson, a man of his words. Anderson, congratulations on a great performance, my friend. How would you assess what you did out there?
Wow, you know, I working hard for doing a special show for everybody here. You know, I need to say thank you for everyone to come, you know, and that's the game. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but nothing changed in my life. I continue training hard because this is my air. I born for this, and I need to say thank you for God for giving this opportunity. Thank you for my friends here. David, thank you for coming here, bro. Thank you for giving support, my coach, my family, my kids. And now I go back home and back to training and see the next challenge.
Did you think you did enough to win the fight, or are you okay with the scorecards?
What do you say?
Did you think you did enough to win the fight, or do you think the judges got it right?
No. I think the judge is right, you know. Listen, it's tough to come inside here and fight with young kids, you know, and I try to do my best, you know. I train hard every day, and Jake is better than me today, you know. I don't have nothing to say bad about my opponent, you know. I think everybody needs to respect these kids because doing the best job. I train hard, I'm a warrior, and I know when this fight is hard. It's very hard fight for me today.
Do you want to keep fighting, Anderson?
Absolutely.
You're going to keep going?
Nobody can stop except God.
Boxing or MMA?
You know, now I go back to home and I go to Dubai to Jiu-Jitsu tournament.
Okay, well, good luck with that, Anderson. Thank you so much. And congratulations to Jake Paul on the big win. Well done to you, undefeated. Can't wait to see what he does next, guys. Unbelievable scene in here. Jake Paul remains undefeated.
Well, he does, and he really had to dig down, and he earned this one, I think.
Yeah, I believe so, Barry. I thought it was back and forth for the first 5-6 rounds. I had the fight even after the 6th round. The 7th round, the conditioning, the smartness, the savviness of Jake Paul, I believe, took over. And then the 8th round really closed the show when he dropped him. That was a 10-8 round. I had a 77-74. I know you had it a little bit more. I mean, hey, the kid keeps